I'm gonna start to let people in.
Okay, we're
Okay.
letting we're letting people into the show here. Um, we'll wait a few minutes before we really get started. But here we are again with Marguerite, chef extraordinaire, and we're going to be going through the April items. And if you guys have any questions during the show, um, you can text them in the chat area, which is at the bottom of your Zoom screen. Looks like we have 10 or so people. Oh, that's good. Looks like we have some new people too. If you guys feel like it, let us know. Thanks, Corey, for the thumbs up. Let us know where you are, where you're tuning in from. Kathy gave us a heart. That's always good. Kalamazoo, Michigan, Robert Rogers. Hello from Robert in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Jamie gave us hearts. Oh, lots of hearts. Rail's on.
Oh, good.
Corey's in Portland.
Portland, Maine or Portland, Oregon?
Portland, Oregon.
Oh, I was just
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, you have somebody up there.
Yeah, my
Granddaughter.
granddaughter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay,
Yeah.
so let's get started, right?
Jamie's in Toronto.
Um,
Yeah. So this
so
is yeah,
yeah,
let's
go
talk
ahead.
about what's in the April box. Go ahead.
Okay, we're gonna make risotto. So we have rice, this
Mm-hmm.
risotto
Special
rice,
rice. Mm-hmm.
and we had um some pesto. That's tomato pesto. We're going to use that with a bruschetta we're making.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I have a garlic beef salami, and then
Mm-hmm.
we're making a little bruschetta with that.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, what else do we have? Oh,
Oh, we have the
the truffle oil. We're going to drizzle that on these little fancy bruschetta.
mm-hmm.
And the risotto. Oh, and the mushrooms, the dried mushrooms that
Dried
go.
mushrooms. And then we had a bag of candies that at the end we're going to
Yep,
talk
the
about the
bag of
candy.
honey candies. And so I've got the heat going on this pan. So I'm going
Mhm.
to start with the risotto. So risotto, I think a lot of people are intimidated by making it because you have to
Definitely.
do it in a lot of stages. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the best way to do it is to start with a little bit of olive oil, and I'm in this one, I'm putting onions. If you don't want onions in the risotto, leave them out or just put garlic,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm dicing them really small so they'll cook faster. It's a
Mm-hmm.
half an onion. And then we're going to put in some olive oil. So this is where you really want to use your good olive oil so you can taste it in your
Mm-hmm.
risotto. I know at times I've used half risotto, half olive oil and half butter. You can
Mm-hmm.
also do that. So we're going to cook up the onions just until they're light brown, and then we're
Mm-hmm.
going to start adding all the other ingredients. So this was my original bag. So I have half of it left. The half that I used made all this risotto.
A big bowl.
So it's
Mm-hmm.
probably enough for 4 to 6 people at least.
Mm-hmm.
And so it really expands. And we only used vegetables in here. I didn't add anything else.
Mm-hmm.
So half the package will make that much risotto. So don't put the whole thing
Mm-hmm.
in your pan unless you're serving 10 to
A
12
party.
people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's a good size and it really expands when you're cooking. Okay,
Mhm.
so we're gonna get the onions when they get really fragrant. We're just gonna add all the other ingredients. So we add
Mhm.
the remaining bags of
Mhm.
risotto
Mhm.
and kind of stir that around so that it gets coated with the olive oil.
Yeah.
And the trick about risotto is this is what I think intimidates a lot of people is that you have to cook it in stages. Okay. So I have here some broth. I made a vegetable broth.
Mhm.
And I'm going to add, what you do is add like 1 cup of broth at a time.
Mhm.
You need about 4 to 6 cups.
Mhm.
So
How do you
one,
know when when you're looking at the risotto in the pan or in the pot, are you looking for something there?
I'm looking to just make sure it's been coated in the olive oil.
Okay. No
Okay, it
coloring
doesn't need to
or
be
anything.
brown or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So this is 1 cup.
Mm-hmm. And you're
So
on
then
low
you're going to
heat,
cook this
Marguerite?
until all the liquid has been absorbed. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now I like to add something to my stock, and it's saffron.
Mm-hmm.
So really, it's kind of pricey, but it gives it a nice color. That's why that's that beautiful sort of orangey color.
Mm-hmm.
So it turns your, I don't know if you can see this, but it turns your broth a little deeper orange.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And so you just keep stirring. This is the intense part. You're going
Right.
to keep stirring until all the liquid is absorbed. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so that probably takes about, I don't know, 5 to 8 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to raise the heat just a little to kind of speed this up. But
Mm-hmm.
keep stirring so it doesn't stick to the pan.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it's absorbed enough, and then you think, okay, I can add some more liquid, you add another cup of your broth. You could use vegetable broth or chicken broth.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't use beef because it's kind of dark.
Right.
So I like it to be a lighter risotto.
So you want the risotto to absorb each cup of broth, and then you're adding another cup,
Right, it's exactly right.
as
So we're
opposed to
using
all at
maybe
once.
four
Mm-hmm.
cups of broth, 4 to 5 cups. So this is the part of that risotto that when you're in a restaurant, you're thinking, oh, if I order risotto, it's going to take forever to come out because you're thinking that the chef is making it from scratch. No,
Mm.
it's all pre-made. They
Right.
made it earlier in the day, but
Mm.
leaving out maybe a cup of broth, and then they're going to cook the remainder in the
Right.
cup of broth. Otherwise, it would take forever to come out to your table. But the great thing about it is I love the texture of risotto. And then you could put anything in here.
Mm-hmm.
You can use Italian sausage, you can put seafood,
Mm-hmm.
but towards the end, you don't have to cook it all the way. So at this point, it's starting to absorb a little more of the liquid. And while that's cooking, I want to show you what I'm going to put in when
Mm-hmm.
it finally gets to the stage that I want it to be. So
Mm-hmm.
I have cut up 1 onion, finely diced, like about that size,
Mm-hmm.
and asparagus,
Mm-hmm.
bite size, and then frozen peas. Now you
Mm-hmm.
could blanch all this for about 2 to 3 minutes to get some dark green in there, but you don't have to. You could put it just right as it is, raw in here. But make
Mm-hmm.
sure the pieces are small because your rice is small. So you don't want giant slices of carrot. So
Mm-hmm.
a little diced carrot. And now it's starting to simmer and it'll start absorbing. But just you got to keep watching it. Don't
Mm-hmm.
let it burn.
We have a question
Yeah,
from Corey. He's
yeah.
asking, should the stock be warm when you put it in?
Yeah, yeah. So you're not putting cold stock into the rice because
Uh-huh.
then you're asking the rice, can you heat this up for me, please? I
Right.
mean, you want to keep it so that it's all about the same temperature. So if the stock, this was warmed in my microwave, and
Okay.
it's
Just,
just
I mean, just so
easier.
you're not starting from a cold stock.
No, you're not starting
You're
from a
asking the
cold stock.
risotto
You
to
have a
do a lot of
warm
work.
stock. That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now the rice is kind of thickening a little bit. You can see that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's add one more cup of stock.
And then the other
And then,
thing too with the rice, I mean, depending on how many goodies you put in your risotto, you may not need that much rice.
yeah, you're right, I might not. So it just depends on how many cups of risotto you're making. You might need
Hmm.
only 3 cups of liquid, but make enough so that you don't run out, because you sure as heck you don't want to have
Right.
rice that's crunchy. Okay.
Hmm.
So at this point, it's still cooking, but you can tell that the rice is expanding a little bit.
Hmm. This is the part that the people with maybe when they think about risotto, they're not so much into this,
Right.
but
Because all I do is stir.
what,
So if you are going to serve risotto, let's say for a dinner party, and you're thinking, oh, I don't want to start making it at 5 o'clock because people are coming at 6. You can make it at 2 o'clock, put it in your refrigerator,
mm,
and reheat it with another
right,
cup of stock. It won't
right,
hurt it.
right.
It's just the way it's done in restaurants. They're
Hmm.
truly, they are not making it just from scratch.
Hmm.
So don't feel guilty.
Hmm.
And you could put other ingredients in this if you want to. I mean, a lot of people like it not with vegetables, but with a lot of cheese. You could put a lot of Parmesan cheese or ricotta or mozzarella.
Hmm.
But I love this time of year. I call this my springtime risotto
Yeah,
because this is just so springy with all the colors.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to add the vegetables at this point. This probably needs to cook another 8 to 10 minutes.
Hmm.
But if you see it this getting too thick,
Hmm.
always have extra broth on the side. And if you
Right.
think the rice isn't cooked, taste it. And if it's crunchy, keep cooking.
I mean, this is one of those dishes, Marguerite, where I think you're frequently tasting the rice. You're saying, okay, is the rice, are we close?
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah.
if it's hard, then we gotta add more broth or whatever.
Yeah.
And
Just have some ready. And
mm,
I use, I'm not going to say I'm cheating, but I love the product. It's better than bouillon.
mm.
Um, it's, the jars that you can get. I buy mine at Costco.
You
And
mean
they
like
have the
ready to
beef
go broth?
flavored and the chicken
Yeah,
flavored and the vegetable flavored.
sure.
And I have all of them in my refrigerator. I love them. I love
Yeah.
using it.
I
I
mean, in a
think,
pinch, you can use water if you had to. You don't have to
yeah,
have.
if you had to. Or you could just buy a box of broth.
Hmm.
But at this point, we are we're probably about 10 minutes away from having this completely cooked. And this
Yeah.
is what it's going to look like. And
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
put this over here, put this over here, and I
Hmm.
put this saffron in there. That's going to give it that little more orange hue
Yeah.
and just a little bit more flavor.
In
Now, this,
restaurants, would they use the saffron Marguerite, or is that just too?
well, it depends what restaurant you're going to. I
That's
mean, a
true.
lot of restaurants don't want to pay the price for saffron,
Right.
but I also had seen it at Costco. So it's
Mm.
not cheap, but it doesn't go bad. So you'll always have it.
Hmm.
Especially if you're making paella, like from
Mm.
Spain, when I make paella, you've got to have saffron.
Yeah,
And
sure.
there are a lot of Italian dishes that require saffron. So
Hmm.
it doesn't go bad. And you know what? You can grow it in your backyard. I grow mine. There's a
Oh,
saffron crocus
huh.
that comes September. The crocus is open, and in the crocus are little saffron threads.
Hmm.
And I can make enough in my backyard that it gets me through the year. And
Hmm.
it's just kind of fun to grow your own. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm adding one more.
Mm-hmm.
And then at this point, you can just let it simmer and cook. And then this is what you get. So you get this, you don't
Mm-hmm.
want any liquid in here. So the risotto is
Mm-hmm.
going to be
Yeah.
sort of,
And then Marguerite, when I have risotto, I like to just top it just a little bit of olive oil, at the end.
yeah, you could do that.
You-
So you know what? It was in your box with some truffle oil.
Right.
If you want to be exotic, you can just
Mm-hmm.
drizzle a little bit of that on here or
Mm-hmm.
some olive oil. Um, or if you think you have some broth left over, heat up the broth,
Mm.
kind of toss that in there if you think it's too
Interesting.
thick.
Yeah.
But this is what, when you're getting risotto, this is cold right now because I made this morning. Risotto can be served hot. You can make it earlier in the day and then reheat it. So you're not cooking at, 5 to 6 and people are coming to your door. So at this point, it's just about, I don't know, 5 minutes away from being done.
Sure.
And so I don't know, you can see there's still some liquid in there,
Mm-hmm.
but it smells wonderful. I'm going to be a little daring and I'm just going to put some truffle oil on this one.
Oh, while it's still going. Okay.
So we'll see. I'll feed my neighbors tonight and see if they like them.
They should.
Yeah. Okay. So that's simmering. Okay. Oh, one more thing we forgot to add. So in here, I have the mushrooms
Oh
that came
yeah.
in the
Right.
package. So you rehydrate them, put them in hot water,
Mm-hmm.
or simmer them for like five minutes or so in on the stove, just so that they soften. Because you don't want to put them right in here while they're still kind of chunky. Okay,
Yeah.
get them soft first.
Yeah, we
So
forgot about
I used all the mushrooms that came in the package in here.
mm-hmm.
So I didn't have enough to make it for this
Mm-hmm.
dish. So I got some baby portobello mushrooms
Mm-hmm.
and sauteed those up
Yeah.
and a little bit of butter. And now I'm going to add that to them too.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
this is good. It's going to just give this wonderful mushroomy flavor.
yeah. I was gonna say there's so much risotto, they could even do a separate risotto just with the fungi
Yeah.
and
Well,
adding their own mushrooms and go
this
and
is
with the
just
fungi
about
and the
done.
truffle oil, you know.
So I'm just going to let this simmer, and then I'll show it at the end. But
Mhm.
for
Well,
people, and this is a
Marguerite,
great vegetarian dish
yeah.
too. If you're
I
serving
mean,
people who are vegetarians.
yeah, one of
Um,
the things I like to do with the box is give people, customers, um,
they're people.
who are people.
You're not asking their dogs. Do you like it? Like,
Well, yeah, they could get leftovers, but it's to give them something where they can really. It's kind of like a canvas, to paint on. So, like a few months ago, we had the polenta. You could do a million
yeah,
things. With the risotto, you could do a million things with it. And then I give you some things, and after a few months, you're gonna have some spices. You're gonna have a truffle oil. You're gonna have all these things, and you can
yeah,
color and paint on the polenta, on the risotto, and on these the
yeah.
pasta. You know.
You open your cabinet and like, oh gosh, I forgot I had these.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put this in here too. Um, I forgot I had these capers, or I had these candies, or I had the
Sure.
pestos. The pestos are great in the boxes because
Mm-hmm.
boy, you could spread that on your
Any.
dough and then make a pizza out of it. You can spread it on chicken and make chicken
Mm-hmm.
parmesan with it. It's just I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So I love the pestos. So while this is cooking, let me go on to the next thing I'm making. And this salami that came is so delicious. I had some
Yeah.
the other day, just thinly sliced. So
Mm-hmm.
I bought a baguette and
Mm-hmm.
had the the bread department cut them into size 18 so that they're not too thick, but they're perfect for little baguettes. And
Uh-huh.
I didn't toast them. If you want to toast them, great. If not, fine.
Mhm.
So this is the platter that I'm going to serve to my guests before they have the risotto. And
Mhm.
the the colors. I like to put flowers on my dishes. I think it makes it look pretty, and also
Mhm.
fresh herbs. So I have my mint from my garden, and these flowers from my garden.
Mhm.
They're finally coming up. I'm here in Salt Lake City, so we've had the most bipolar summer, winter, spring ever. So
Uh-huh.
we've had winter and spring, we had spring and winter,
Mhm.
and we had hardly any snow. We had a total of 3 inches on the ground here all
Mm.
winter.
Mm.
So this past weekend, it was winter
Oh.
in
Okay.
April, and it killed a lot of the
Oh, really?
vegetables and flowers outside.
Huh.
My grapevines are all shriveled up. So
Huh.
everybody's like, "Oh, they'll be fine. It'll be fine." I'm like hoping if they do.
No, not if they're dead. You gotta redo it.
Thanks,
Mhm.
Matt.
I mean, that's just it. You gotta replant. You gotta
I'm not
replant.
replanting my grapevine. It's
No, not the grapevines, but
come on, get to it.
the
But this has
vegetables.
been the weirdest year ever. We
Mm.
usually 2 years ago we had 900 inches up in the mountains. This
Wow.
year I think we had 24 in the mountains. It was just
Hmm.
awful. Anyway, back to what I was talking about.
Yeah, you just gotta. Hmm.
So this is the topping we're going to put on top of this,
Hmm.
and then the salami. I used a mandolin to slice it all on the same
What's the
size.
mandolin, Marguerite?
I left mine out because I knew you were going to ask me that.
Hmm.
So a mandolin is a slicer. Just be
Hmm.
really careful when you use this. So you
Hmm.
can slice it on different sizes, thick
Uh-huh.
or thin,
Oh.
or you can push it all the way to the right and then julienne some carrots or
Yeah.
zucchini or whatever. And it does have a little, I don't know where my little topper goes, but it has a handle. Just use the handle. Please do not
Hmm.
just kind of do it this way. You'll lose a finger.
Yeah.
So when I was teaching cooking classes, I always had students who said, I want to buy one, but I'm so afraid of it. It's
Mm.
like, well, just make sure you have a little handle that just goes up and down, and if you're that nervous, wear gloves. Keep your fingers on,
Huh.
but a mandolin is just so much easier because everything comes out the same size.
Yeah.
So this is the salami with the pesto on the
Tomato pesto.
bottom,
Yeah. Hmm.
and then I'm this is one of my favorite cheeses. Is ricotta. It's not
Uh-huh.
ricotta, it's ricotta. Okay,
Right.
and just a dollop of that with a couple of capers on top, just for
Hmm.
a little color and flavor.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
then we're going to be a little adventurous and then put some of this truffle oil on top too.
Right. And that bottle, the truffle oil will come out in a rush if
I know, so be careful. So
you're
I
not
just got to
careful.
put
There's
my
not like a
top.
spout thing. You'll lose
Yeah.
all the truffle oil in one thing
The
if you're
other
not.
thing you could do is put some of the truffle oil on the bread first, and then put
Hmm.
the salami on top.
Have it
And so
soak in.
your
Hmm.
bread is soaked in the
Hmm. Hmm.
truffle oil. So that's your antipasto. So easy.
Yeah.
Like I said, use ricotta is a sort of a mild cheese. It's not gonna fight with the taste of the salami.
Right.
And then I was telling Matt that we have these
Mm.
wonderful honey candies that came in the box, and I was looking at them the other day, and I thought, God, what can we put honey in? Well,
Mm.
you could put a tea in it. So I made a cup of hot tea, and I put two of these honey candies in the tea, and
Hmm.
it gave it such a sweet honey orange flavor. It was
Yeah.
wonderful. So a good
Yeah.
way to use up those.
Yeah. That's good.
Um,
I hadn't thought of that.
yeah. So So here we are. So I would say it's probably another, I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes, but we're
Yeah.
almost there. What you want to do is keep tasting the rice and make sure
Mhm.
it's not too crunchy. Once it's soft, you could turn off the heat because it's still going to expand,
Yeah.
especially if you're making it for dinner that night and you're not serving it right away.
Mhm.
Just make sure it has some texture to it. So this is what you're going to get. And then I put some grated Parmesan cheese on top of Romano cheese or whatever,
Mhm.
and some fresh parsley.
Mm.
And you can heat this up in your microwave if you want to, right before you're ready to serve it. And garnish it with some parsley.
Mhm.
And you've got risotto. Risotto is so easy. Just don't be intimidated by the
Yeah.
time, the
You know,
process.
I may have found a shelf stable cheese that I can include in the box.
Uh huh. Oh, good.
Yeah, because of course I don't do refrigerated packages, and so
Yeah, yeah, but
typically
some of the cheeses that you could bring in back from Italy, you're not refrigerating. I mean, you could put a good Romano Pecorino in there or a Parmesan Reggiano.
yeah,
And
it's
just don't,
possible.
I would not put it in your carry-on though. I would put it in your suitcase.
No, they'll take that. They'll take that. I mean, there's a good chance that they'll take that from you. Yeah.
Yeah, so be careful on that. It has to be sealed perfectly though.
Mhm.
You just can't buy it off the counter and then put it in a
No,
plastic
no, no,
bag
no,
and take it. You have
no.
to have it sealed, okay? And
Mhm.
that's well, I've learned that lesson pretty fast.
Right.
There
Occasionally on
goes,
the
there
show,
goes $200 worth of cheeses. All
yeah,
right.
occasionally on this show we do we offer tips on how to bring food back from Italy. That's kind of a
Yeah,
bonus. Not something we promise, but every once in a while. I've had my
yeah, you
share of
have to be,
and
and
liquor
it
taken.
doesn't hurt to ask, like, can I take this on the plane with me?
Mm,
Because you sure as hell don't want to take it away. I
no.
remember being in Sicily for the first time, and I just went crazy shopping for stuff and olives and blah blah blah. And I got to the airport in
Mhm.
Catania, and they, nope, no,
No. Yep.
nope. I
Everything.
was like, enjoy it, take it
Yeah.
home to your
Right.
family,
Right.
because
No,
I
that's
sure as
happened
heck
to
am not. So be
all of us.
careful. Okay, this rice is just about done. So I just want to go over what we did. We used some capers
Hmm.
for these, the truffle oil for,
Hmm.
you could drizzle on that or put it on the bread.
Hmm.
You could also drizzle some truffle oil on that. That would be
Yeah.
fabulous.
Hmm.
This pesto is so good, and put it on sliced baguettes with
Hmm.
the salami. This is for the tea. This
Hmm.
is the whole package of
Yeah, that's a
the
big bag.
carnaroli rice,
Hmm.
which
Hmm.
is the rice that they use for risotto. So
Hmm.
half this package made that, and then the other half is in here.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
two
that's a lot
meals
of
right there.
it's a lot of food. This
It's a
month's
lot of food.
package is there's
Yeah.
a lot going on. Well,
So,
should we wrap it up?
you have any questions? And
Let's see. I don't. Doesn't look like it.
okay, so it's, I
We're
love the
not
exotic,
good.
the exotic flavors that are coming in. So,
Yeah, and the capers
and
are from the previous package as well, I believe.
yeah, and always figure out, look up what to do with, Google it, what to
Hmm.
do with truffle oil, and they'll
Hmm.
give you.
Hmm.
Just remember, it's pretty strong, so keep it at a minimum, just a drizzle of it. It's not like you want to put a teaspoon on everything. So,
Kathy says she's going to try to make risotto. I guess she was a little
so
intimidated
this is,
before. But the other thing too, Kathy, this is a logistical thing, is if you put the risotto on low heat and you can kind of operate and do other stuff in the kitchen, the higher the heat, the more you got to stand over it. So,
yeah,
if you're afraid of like, you want
it'll
to do
cook.
other stuff.
Give yourself 20 to 30 minutes to
Hmm.
cook risotto.
Hmm.
So, just planning on serving dinner at 7 o'clock and you want it hot from the oven or from the stovetop, start it at 6
Hmm.
and then keep it covered and then just give it a reheat for just a minute or so.
Yeah.
Or, like I said, make it earlier in the day and we just reheat it.
And
Uh,
leftover risotto is good too.
at the last minute, if you want to add shrimp to it, I make this shrimp risotto too. That
Mm.
that in. Um, I don't want the shrimp sitting in there for hours because it gets really tough. So just add it at the last minute. So this is done,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. That looks
so
great.
it's been about 30 minutes of
Hmm. Hmm.
stirring.
Hmm.
Don't walk away. Keep an eye on it. And then you're just serving this with some grated cheese on top. You could actually put some truffle oil too if you want to. But
Kathy says she wish she could smell through Zoom.
here,
Yeah.
television.
We haven't
I
figured that
know
out yet.
it's really intoxicating. It's the mushrooms, it's the onions, it's
Yeah.
the vegetables we put in there, and the broth.
Mhm.
And again,
I think,
it's inexpensive actually
yeah.
to serve quite a few people. And come spring,
Oh, sure.
you can make this as your first course,
Hmm.
grill up some chicken or some lamb chops, keep
Hmm.
it kind of serving the two
Hmm.
service small, since you're having a couple of courses. But this is such a change from anything that people eat. So,
Right. People don't
like, yeah,
think
it's
about it.
just lovely for spring.
I think
And
Teresa's gonna try risotto again.
try it. And then,
I've done it.
serve that. You can make this in 5 minutes. And
Yeah.
you can make it ahead of time, put it in the fridge, keep the cheese from going bad. But I love the ricotta. And when you buy ricotta, so there's ricotta and then there's ricotta. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a brand out there. I don't know that I should say it, but it's from the East Coast. And it's
Ah.
what I grew up on. And my mother would buy it in 3 pound containers.
Well, well, what's it?
And
What's the brand? What's the brand?
polio,
Oh,
polio. So they used to make it on Long Island. And I think they
mm,
moved it to the Midwest now.
mm,
It's one of the best. If you're making anything like cannoli or
mhm.
manicotti or lasagna, polio is the best. And
Yeah.
this actually is a store, one store here in Salt Lake that sells it. It's
Ah.
$10 a pound. It's pretty
Mm,
pricey.
mm.
This is not polio because I'm just using it for this. But
Yeah.
make sure you drain out any of the liquid so it doesn't make your bread soggy. Okay,
Mm.
so take your ricotta, put it through a strainer, get all the liquid out, push it out, and then use the cheese that's left over.
Kathy says she can still find that brand on Long Island, so that's good.
Yes, yes. Well, it started on Long Island, and I think it was like $1 a pound when my mother was buying it because she's
Mm.
buying it in the three
That was
pound
a few years ago.
containers.
Yeah.
But now that's $30. There's a one Italian deli that sells it here, and I know the owner. And every time I go in there, I was like, please don't tell me that the price went up again. He said, yeah, it's $9.99 a pound now. I'm like, oh my God,
Mm.
but it's worth it. So yeah, Polio is the brand I would go for. Some of the least less expensive ones, just make sure you get all the liquid out so that you get
Yeah.
the flavor. Okay.
Good.
All
Well,
right. Any questions?
I think I don't
You
have
ready to
there
cook?
are no doesn't seem
Yep.
like we have questions, so it looks like we did a
Smells
pretty good
great.
job.
Yeah. All
Great.
right. We'll see you
Well,
in a
thank you,
month.
Marguerite. Thanks everyone for logging in and watching and
Okay. Yeah.
smiling, and
Take care.
see you next month.
Uh-huh. See you. Bye.
Okay. Bye. Ciao.